The worst gun in Warzone. In last place at number 40 is the SBD. Yes, the worst ever gun made ever. You can't kill anybody. The worst ground loot ever made. It is a sniper rifle that takes 6 to 10 to 12 shots to actually kill anybody, and you should not be using it, which leads me to number 39 on the list is the HE1. Rocket launchers were great in Warzone 1 on Verdansk when they were one hit. Now they are not one hit. You have to get multiple hits, and I'm telling you, in the real world, if I get hit with a rocket launcher in my chest, I'm going to explode, but not in this game. Coming in at number 8 is the Cigma 2B rocket launcher that also doesn't one-shot. And you can't even name this loadout Cigma on your labels in your loadouts. I don't even know what Cigma means, but the kids do. Complete waste of a gun. Rocket launchers do not belong in Warzone. Number 37, the ASG-89, and I dib this as the second worst ground loot ever to hit the stage of Warzone. It is a shotgun, and you will not win gunfights. Maybe if you're on mouse and keyboard, but not on controller. It is a death sentence. Do not pick up. Coming in at 36, the Swat 556, which is a burst rifle. I don't know when people are going to understand, but nobody uses a burst rifle, especially when the damage is very, very minimal and doesn't do a whole lot for us. Which leads me into the Tsarkov 762, which is number 35 on our list, counting down from the worst guns in Warzone. It is a single fire marksman rifle that will never kill anybody unless you hit them a ton and a ton and a ton. It takes a ton of shots to kill. I think I said ton 6 times, but it is a waste of gun, waste of time. Do not use it. Coming in at 34 is the AEK 973. Again, a burst gun. I know you can add on the attachment that makes it an auto fire gun, but let's be real, nobody is using this gun. Again, I don't know why they make guns where when you shoot somebody, the damage profile and the damage range and the damage points and the damage everything is not good. Number 33, the DM10. Now, I will give this gun, it is not a DMR replacement, but it will work a little bit. You get a couple shots to the chest and a shot to the head and it will do damage, but it is single fire, and there are other single fire guns on this list coming up that are better. Number 32, and we're gonna go on a run here, Stryder 22. This pistol, let me just be honest, pistols in general are hard to use, single fire, and if you're landing with them, you better be able to hit that trigger pretty quick. Coming in at 31 is the 9mm default gun. Yes, it will kill people in the beginning of the game, but not anywhere else in the game. GS45 at number 30 really does well up close if you can rapid fire that single fire trigger. The damage is higher here, but again, it's back of the bus because it is a single fire pistol and there are plenty of other guns you're going to be using. Number 29 is going to be the Sirin 9mm, which is an auto fire, and it's in the special category. I don't understand why. It looks cool with the blueprint though, and what it will do for you is the ADS is very fast. It is very, very close range gun. Within 7 meters, it will do something. And all of your gunfights are outside of 7 meters, so it's not really going to help you. Number 28 is the Grekhova, and it does have a super fast fire rate, but again, the damage range, the damage profiles, and the points to the chest, head, and the neck are just not there, and we have other guns that we are going to be happier with. Number 27 is the AMR Mod 4, third worst ground loot. That's right, the recoil on this sniper, it is a fast firing sniper, but again, it takes a lot to get the person down unless you switch it to the short barrel, but then you got to tack on everything to tackle that recoil. It is not worth using, and that's why it's at number 27. Number 26 on the list is the Maelstrom shotgun. Shotguns in this game are useless. It's like giving a 65-year-old a driver's license. Nothing good is going to happen from using a shotgun. So the Maelstrom is super close range if you can get it down with it, but it's just not going to help. Number 25 on the list is another shotgun, the Marine SP. It is on ground loot. You can do well if you're ADS with this shotgun and you're aiming towards the head. It will one shot down, but as you can see, the refire rate, trying to fire fast, is not going to help you. Number 24 just goes against everything in my being because the Tanto 22 is terrible. I hate it. Slow fire rate, hard to use. Even with the fire mod for the fast fire rate, you're gonna get outgunned every time. The only way to win using this gun is to pre-fire corners, and nobody's doing that all the time. The fire rate is slow. I have lost almost every gunfight I go up against somebody with this gun. I will actively not pick up this gun and look for other guns when I am hunting for ground loot. GP MG7 at number 23 is a great LMG. It's got a good fire rate, but again, when we're looking at doing damage, the points aren't there for the head, the neck, the shoulder, the chest. It's not going to help you a ton. There are other guns down below that will. Number 22, we're going to go ahead and put up the PU-21. Now, I think this gun has potential. They need to buff it. If they do, it'll jump a few spots on my ranking list, and I would go ahead and recommend it. Now, ground loot, like I said, you could do a lot worse. The PU-21 is going to be coming in at 22. Number 21 is the Kompak 92, and I want to like this gun. I love the feel. I love the iron sights. I love the fast firing rate. Just listen to me, Activision. Buff the gun and give it a little bit more points to the head, the chest, and the neck, and then we're all satisfied. But the Kompak 92 is coming in at 21. We're cracking into our top 20 now with the Feng 82. It was a gun to get through the battle pass when Season 2 uploaded. It's a good LMG. The recoil is hard to control. So if you're gonna build this for recoil, then you're gonna be in a good spot. You're gonna have to run the extended mag with a 50 rounds, but the recoil, if you manage it, you're in a good spot. I think this gun can do pretty well against long range engagements, and it is a good ground loot pickup. Coming in at number 19 is the XMG, the grandpa to the XM4. That's what the G stands for, trust me. Great gun, good fire rate, good ground loot, and it has good damage profile and damage per mag. You can get a lot of downs and kills with this gun. It's a good gun coming in at number 19. Number 18 is new. It's the TR2 or the FAL or FAL. It's a single fire gun, but when totally ranked up and you have your recoil, you can up the extended mag to a 40 round mag, and it can do great damage in long range. But you're going to get finger fatigue, say that 5 times fast, hitting that trigger to do single fire guns, and you're going to get beat by guns with auto fire that are deeper on the list. Number 17, and I wish this gun was better because I loved it on Verdansk, but the AS Val. They give us the AS Val back, but it doesn't do amazing things. You know what it does? Fast firing rate, and the recoil is manageable, but the damage profile and the damage per mag hold it back from being a complete AR. If they could go ahead and buff this thing a little bit, I would put it higher on the list than number 17. Number 16 is the Goblin MK2, and you're seeing that pop up in the meta right now, especially if you could control the recoil. It is a single fire gun with high damage per mag, and it has good, easy recoil to control. You're going to see people do it in competition. Overall, good gun, but again, you're going to get finger fatigue, and if you miss your shots with a single fire gun, it's not very forgiving. We're into the top 15 now, and we have the Krig C. That's right, the Krig C. Great gun on a fire rate, good, easy recoil to control. You can take out multiple operators with one mag. It's a good gun. I think it's right at 15 is where it should be in Warzone's worst to best. Number 14 is the AK-74, not the 4.7, the 7.4. And this gun is good. High good damage, good, easy to use. Recoil is a little bit much, so make sure you're putting on that recoil spring and the vertical grip to get that recoil under control. But the AK-74 will do multiple damages, and if you're aiming chest and head, you'll be very happy with that gun. Number 13, and we're up to our first SMG, is the Saug or the MAC-10 wannabe. I wish it was the MAC-10. I do miss the MAC-10. The Saug is good. It's got a high fire rate, and you can increase the fire rate. But the caveat here, you gotta hit chest or higher because if you're hitting chest or lower, you're going to get outgunned. So chest or higher in the head, you're good, and close quarters. So up to 10 meters, you're looking good. I like the Saug at number 13. Number 12, we're at the Cyper 91. This is a fun, all-around, easy recoil to control AR. And when you want something easy that you're starting out, this gun is an all-arounder. It will do great for you. It's not going to be the best, but it's not going to be the worst. It's going to be nice, rounded, easy to use. Number 11 is the Frostline. That's right. We got a sniper in the top 11. The Frostline's great. Easy to use, put that suppressor on. Good bullet velocity. Good one-shot down potential. It just takes a little bit getting used to on the bullet velocity. You can max it out around 1400 bullet velocity, but you don't have to lead your shot as much, or you can manage the recoil and the aiming idle sway, so you don't have to worry about that. Overall, a great sniper to use. Now we're into the top 10, guys, and we're gonna lead it off with the Ames 85, and this is what I call the everyman's gun. The recoil is so easy to manage. The bullet velocity is pretty good, and the consistency with it is pretty good, and the fire rate is pretty good. That's why I say it's the everyman's gun, because I said pretty good like 6 times. It is an all-around good feeling gun. There are some better coming up, but it does crack into our top 10. Number 9 is going to be the KSV, and this has got a damage buff recently, but it feels good. Good iron sights, good mag capability, good mobility if you're running no stock on this build. But the KSV all around does a great job at handling multiple enemies and giving you that fluctuation with Omni movement. Coming in at number 8 is the PP919. This is the jack of all trades, and the reason why I have it at 8 is because there's multiple loadouts you can have with it. 85 mag that comes stocked, and you can run the fast mag at 50, or you can run even a 40 round super fast mag. But there's just so many ways you can build this gun, and it gets tried and true, and it's a jack of all trades where you can mess with it and play with it and personalize it and customize it what you like, and you still will do well with it. Number 7 is going to be the Jackal, and that was a bit higher a couple months ago when the game first came out, but with all these buffs and nerfs, the Jackal has definitely fell to number 7 on my list. It's still a great gun. It's top 7 in the entire game. I love the iron sights. I love the mobility. I love the bullet velocity out to 600-700 bullet velocity. You throw on the long barrel and you got good damage range. Overall, great gun to use. I think there is a couple other SMGs ahead of it, but the Jackal comes in at number 7. Now we're into the GPR91, which is going to be number 6 on our list. This one is great. If you build it with the gunfighter build, you have a lot of things that are going for it. Fast ADS, you got range, you got damage profile, you got bullet velocity. If you're doing a 5 build, you throw on that Jason Armory 2X for the optic, and that thing doesn't move. Recoil is easy to go. Again, consistency like the Ames, but the GPR91 hits a lot harder than that Ames, and it gets into number 6. Now we're coming into the top 5, and at 5 we have the LR762 sniper rifle. This one has one-shot capability up to 80 meters. It has great optics, has great bullet velocity, has great suppressor. There's a lot of things in this, and it's the best sniper in the game currently. I can't recommend this enough, coming in at number 5. Number 4, we have the PPSH 41. Yes, we got the PP back, and it's got the fast fire rate, it's got the mobility, it's got the double fast fire rate if you want to put it on in the fire mod, and the iron sights are clean. It has a little bit of smoke at the end of the barrel, which can drive you crazy, especially if you're keyboard and mouse. But overall, this gun is a top 4 gun right now. TTK is at 650 milliseconds. Very fast and works really well. Coming in at number 3 is the XM4. It is still top 3, and the reasons are 100 round mag is great. Yes, they slowed down the ADS, but it still works. The bullet velocity is still very good. One of the bigger things here, it does take a few extra shots to kill than normal, but overall it's easy to use. It's fast killing, and you have that 100 round mag that is normally on an LMG. You can do very good things with the XM4. It comes in at the top 3 here. And number 2 on our list is the C9. That's right. I love the C9. It reminds me of the MP5 from Verdansk. I love that iron sight. It's so clean and easy to see. There's multiple versatile builds. You can run long barrel, you can run short barrel. I like options. And this gun is fast killing, it is consistent. It gives you the mobility too with omni movement, so you can finesse multiple enemies. You definitely can destroy a lobby and take over inside buildings with the C9. All right, drum roll. We got the #1 gun inside Warzone right now, and that is the Model L. And I can't not say enough about this gun. One, the bullet velocity is through the roof, which is great. I love that you can build this gun up to 1300 bullet velocity. Two, you got a 50 round mag, which is great. And then we're gonna build it out. We can get a nice little optic on here, and you're gonna get consistency. You're gonna get very little recoil, and you're gonna get a very fast ETK. So when you put that all together, it is the best gun in the game. I love using it every day. It's tried, it's true, it's consistent. That's what you want when you're building the #1 gun inside of Warzone. And hey guys, if you like watching videos from me, on the left-hand side here, check out this video. 6 tips to get no recoil and better aim inside of Warzone. I just gave you all the guns to use. Now, watch the 6 tips on how to get better aim and 0 recoil. All right, I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks.